What's up, everybody? Wild with Blockchain Academics. I just wanted to make this short video about the flash crash on XRP we saw yesterday. You can see this large wick down, which caused a lot of people to honestly get liquidated, and we don't have a lot of happy campers with that. So you can see this guy, WTF. F you Bitmex. This is really not okay. My stop didn't trigger and my entire Bitmex account is effing gone. F you. Pretty vocal. You can see that right here. So why I wanted to bring this up is because with the state of the market, we're going to have more traders. We're going to have more people come in, and this is going to happen more and more. We saw it happen on Ethereum, a few altcoins on Binance. Flash crashes, I think, was it Bitmex? They happen, you know, and there's a few things that you can do so you don't end up losing money or getting liquidated. This guy is complaining that his account got liquidated. He said, you know, F and BS, blah, 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 blah. They came out saying that Bitmex was in the right. They are not refunding him, whatever. Blah blah blah, and then he goes on to promote his services, selling custom-made casinos for 25K. You can get a full casino made by me, blah 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 blah. So he just turned this into a sales post. So I have no pity for this guy. He's honestly stealing people's bitcoins through casinos and then gambling it. So took the loss, whatever. On to the next guy. As you can see here, there's not a lot of liquidity. You can see these units like 2,000, I guess, because this is a brand new pair on Bitmex, but I like that these exchanges are adding these shit coins, because it's like, do I want to hold Tron? Probably not. Do I want to hold Ripple? I don't care for it, but where I can place my Bitcoin and actually make a trade that this is going to go down or it's going to go up, I like that. So let's look into this flash crash. We're going to go into how you can avoid flash crashes. He must have been in a cross position. We're going to go over the different types of leverages. So if he's in cross, it's not isolated. Your whole account balance is literally up for grabs. If you get isolated, you're going to lose your whole account balance. So he was probably on a cross trade, and he got put into a trade with this wick, and then he got liquidated. So if you want, I'm going to just break this chart down right here. That's a huge wick from 29. I have it on here. A huge friggin' wick. All the way down here. 55%. You know, if we take it from the top here, because somebody got into an order there, 61%. And let's get the volume out of here. And whoever got that buy down there, 153%. Some big gains. So what we can do, okay, this guy can go, little crybaby. You need to know that these are the risks of investing, especially Bitmex doesn't have the best history, and Bitmex also freezes up some of your buy and sell orders. I'm going to share a strategy upcoming on the channel, so make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, because we're going to be sharing a strategy. I've just been building this account slowly, and I am 8 for 8, which I do want to show you guys, but I want to go into this before. So you do not want to get into a cross trade if you're not sure what it means, if you don't know what you're doing. If you go to 1x or 2x, 3x, I have some orders in here. Let me just cancel them. Okay, I have no orders. So if you go into 1x, it's an isolated margin. So what I mean by that is you can essentially put in how much ever you want to trade. Let's say I use P3. 1x, so let's go. 10,000 units is going to cost me 0.7. What is this? Is on Ripple? Okay. 10,000 units is going to cost me 0.067 Bitcoin. I have that, and if I was to lose this trade, this is all I would be losing. But when I'm using the cross feature, I'm using basically maximum leverage. So I'm using only, that would have cost me P6. Now I'm using P0267, but the liquidation price, it's going to be pulling out of this, of my total available. So if you get liquidated, you literally lose your whole account balance. So that's why people don't try to get liquidated. And they have their stops, I guess, a few points or percentages over the liquidation, but you know, with the liquidity low and like, you know, the slippage or whatever caused this to happen, you can prepare for it by isolating your trades, doing isolated leverage. So you're only doing 1x, 2x, 3x, anything above that, unless you're super confident, which you can't be in these markets. I wouldn't be going like 10, 25, 35, 50 on Bitcoin to have all the way to 100x. I wouldn't be as confident doing that. With Bitcoin, there's tons of volume, as you can see here. Not volume, but liquidity. There's, you know, $50 million for it to flash crash. I don't think it would be as severe because buyers would jump in like that and would just pick up the price unless we're crashing down, and then you're screwed. So you would want to honestly make sure you know what you're doing before you're trading these contracts, because you can really wipe out your account. I'm going to make a tutorial on Bitmex and other exchanges, specifically where you can do margin, future, perpetual, I just forgot the word of it. Anyways, but if you want, you can set up what a lot of exchanges do. And let me pull up my Binance. Let me pull up my Binance and let me go to, let's just say like a shitcoin, for example, like Dogecoin. It's up a little bit today, but you can see that somebody, I want to see more of this. Yeah. 8 decimals, let's do 100. So you have buy orders. This is a sell order. Where are these? Okay, these are the Satoshis. You have, what in case of a flash crash, you have people trying to buy at 5 Satoshi, 6 Satoshi, 7, 8, 9. That's why you get all these orders. So essentially you could do the same thing. You can put these like flash crash buy orders at low prices just in case it hits, and it'll be like instantly in profit. And you can put a little bit of income, like capital, for these type of orders. So I remember, was it Bitmex or one of these ones had a huge flash crash, and you can see that a lot of people do it. They put a few Satoshis at a few sats. Some exchanges limit how low you can actually put them, but let's go to another one. What's a shitcoin? Like DGB? They don't even have DGB on here. If I was on live, I would ask for a shitcoin. You guys would give it to me like that. Tron. So let's look at their order book. Let's look at all of them. Is this 8 decimals? I don't know if it'll let me go lower, but you can see that people are trying. Okay, this is not low Satoshis, so this is not a good example. But you kind of get what I mean. You want to, or potentially can, put in buys at areas you know that if it does flash crash, you're going to be in instant profit. It's kind of like how I had orders here on my Bitcoin, because you do get those wicks down. You do get those wick downs. And if you're using support and resistance areas, there's not a lot of there's not a lot of data I can look back here, but with Bitcoin, you don't get anything like those crazy wick downs, but it's like you can put longs here, 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 and it's like if you get that crazy wick down, it more than likely will go back to its price, and you're now in a super profitable long. So if you were on Bitmex and you were affected by this, you know, it's super hard, especially like, look at this. This is on the daily. Prices are going up. And then you get this large wick down. It's pretty unfortunate. I want to go to Arthur Hayes, the founder, Twitter, because he shared something funny actually. And this happened after. He's like, cripple the shorts. Pro tip, the buy and sell buttons are both equally profitable regardless of whether or not you are trading a turd. XRP. And it's 2020, everybody's like, oh, this is not cool, people got liquidated, he's making money. It's like, okay, this guy is super rich, he's being honest, you can make money, same amount of money from clicking the buy or sell button, and it's just funny that he tweeted that. I don't think that was after, that was before. You can just see, because you don't have that crazy wick down. This is not on Bitmex anyways, but crazy. It's going up and you get that huge wick down. Unfortunate for the people. Make sure that you know what you're doing with cross, isolated, leverage, make sure you know what kind of contract you're getting into yourself, because if you're using cross, your whole account is literally up for grabs. Your whole available Bitcoin, it can be liquidated, and you don't want to be liquidated and have to cry on Twitter or anywhere else. You want to make great trades, risk-free. No trade's going to be risk-free, but you want to minimize the risk. You want to go in knowing where's your stop. Are you going to use the stop? What's your reason if you're not? Is it isolated? Are you using cross? How much is your leverage? What's the reason for getting into this trade, and etc. So this may never happen. They only have posts. Where is this? Okay, I'm on market. That's why. So let's just go on cross, for example, and I'll go 1,000 units. Let's put it to here. Let's go long. You see, that is where I placed my long. I can start placing longs around here. Happen once, maybe it'll happen twice. This is a brand new pair on Bitmex. And I'm prepared now. If any wicks, let's add another one. And I mean, if you're buying that high, your liquidation price may be that low, depending on how much he bought. Like, I'm not thinking this guy went on a small trade. He probably had a few Bitcoins on this. I'm not sure, to be honest, but it's like he was definitely over leveraging, in my opinion, or he was going way too big on the trade. And it's unfortunate that he lost, but it's definitely a big lesson for him. I am going to be sharing my trading strategy on here. Let's see, these are closed. Just want to make sure I closed. Just scaling it up. So yesterday I had, that's one of the smaller profits. It was like 50 bucks. Fills. This one right here I got in same day. Where was it? About 180, 20,000 units, and then I sold it. I know it's right here. I got in at 132 and another one at 1029, and I sold at 10,441. That was about $500 plus the 50 bucks there. Just scaling, and I want to make a kind of a competition, and people can join me, more of like a challenge. Bring a 1 Bitcoin in Bitmex to a 10 Bitcoin total, or I can use any other exchange. So I'm trying to think of a great challenge that I could do for people to join. We can share our progress, hop on trades together and whatnot, and kind of just make some money in this bull run together. So that's about it. Just wanted to share, go over this big liquidation, this big wick. That's like a stop hunting. This is it's scary. Shitcoin to the max. So make sure to subscribe, like, comment if you have any questions. You want to trade together, you want me to look over any coins, just send me a message. I'm on here all the time. Looking forward to meeting with you and all that great stuff. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.